let's talk a little bit about the big picture for zone athletic performance. Well, the big picture is actually pretty simple. There is a very specific brainwave frequency that is the launching pad for you improving performance and getting into the zone more often. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete or a musician or a computer coder or just someone who wants to perform better. When you learn how to access this brainwave frequency, you'll get to the next level faster than you ever thought possible. So since brainwaves are so important, we should probably discuss a little bit about the differences between the brainwave frequencies. And by the way, I've included a doc with a little bit more detail in the members area called Zap Intro and Brainwave Basics if you want to go further into detail about the brainwaves. For our purposes in this video, we're really just going to talk about 3 of the brainwave frequencies. Now there are 5 total, but we're really only going to be dealing with the beta frequency, the alpha frequency, and the theta frequency. Now of those 3, the beta frequency is the highest frequency. It's also where we spend most of our waking time in our lives. At the very top, at the high end of the beta brainwave frequency is negative emotions, fear, anger, stress, even the fight or flight response. And obviously, this is not a part of the brainwave frequency range that we want to be in when we're performing if we want to get optimum performance. When we get down to the lower end of the beta brainwave frequency is where we find analysis, problem solving, concentrated thought. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of the athletes that I work with make is they feel that concentrated thought is a good thing for athletic performance. But what we're going to find as we go through this series of videos and go through your program is that any thought while you're performing is a detriment to your performance. So the bottom of the brainwave frequency of the beta brainwave frequency is a good place to solve problems. It's a good place for analysis, but it is not a good place for performance. Now the next frequency down is the alpha frequency, and this is the frequency that we want to make the base for our athletic performance. And the alpha frequency is traditionally thought of as a light meditative state. You would feel calm and there would be an absence of thought, which is ideal for athletic performance. And when we get down to the next frequency, which is the theta frequency, that is considered to be deep meditation. Not often accessed unless you're a very, very experienced meditator. Now, the zone is actually the border between the alpha and the theta frequencies. So you get the calmness and the lack of thoughts from alpha, but you also get the ability to focus on a very specific target or a very specific goal from the theta range. So what we're going to be going through as we work through the ZAP programs is learning to recognize the difference between the beta frequency, the alpha frequency, and the alpha theta frequency. And we're going to train ourselves to be able to move up and down through those frequencies very fluidly. What the best athletes know how to do, the guys and gals that get into the zone more often, is they can very quickly, very easily, and very fluidly move up and down through those frequencies. And once they get down into the alpha theta frequency, they can stay there for longer periods of time. Now, what's the big picture of brainwave frequencies? Very simple. The lower you can get your frequency while you're performing, the better you're going to perform. So one of the big goals for our zone athletic performance programs is helping you to understand what it feels like to be in each of the brainwave frequencies. Train yourself to be able to access them and then learn how to apply it to your sport.